The release of the Canon R5 and R6 last year might have overshadowed the older mirrorless EOS-R, but this is still a massively powerful camera. I've been using mine now for over a year, and today we're going to discuss 10 reasons why you absolutely should consider getting one in 2021. So a very special thank you to Emily from It's a Petite Life for helping us with that EOS-R photo shoot, and I'll leave a link to her socials down in the description box below. So now let's jump into those 10 reasons why you should still consider getting a Canon EOS-R in 2021. First up, and probably the most obvious reason, is that it is a full frame camera, and that full frame sensor is like comparing different engine sizes in cars. This sensor has some impressive stats, approximately 30.3 effective megapixels, and paired with the right glass, it can take some amazing photographs and videos. And it gives you much cleaner pictures than its crop frame counterparts, particularly in low light conditions. The second point for me is the weight. This is a massive factor if you're using a camera all day for photography sessions and you have to have it around your neck, or if you're using it for filming on a gimbal. The weight of your camera with a lens is definitely going to play a major role in how long you are going to last. And really what I'm doing here is comparing the Canon EOS-R to the 5D Mark IV DSLR camera, which is an amazing camera, but I've used it a few times on the Ronin S and it really starts to burn the muscles in your arms because it's just such a heavy combination, whereas the EOS-R is much lighter in comparison. The third point for me has to be that flip out screen. Now, coming from using cameras like the Canon 6D, the 5D Mark III and the 5D Mark IV, having a flip screen has massively helped me to go from being a full-time videographer to more of a content creator here on YouTube. Just this little piece of functionality has really been amazing. It makes creating content like this really easy. Next up is dual pixel autofocus and eye tracking. You can't really appreciate this until you use a camera without it. And using this functionality in line with the flip out screen makes this camera a content creator's dream. Again, when I used to film video on the 5D Mark III or Canon 6D, I was always paranoid that things wouldn't be in focus. But now I can go about creating my content and be fully confident that my face and my eyes in particular will be in focus, saving a massive amount of time on retakes. The Canon Connect app is our next point, and I found this to be particularly useful in combination with the flip out screen and eye tracking for self-shooting. As a content creator, I often want photos or videos of myself, which sounds really vain, but actually this app is really useful for shooting yourself for social media pictures and B-roll. And what a great junction to plug the KaiCreative Instagram and Facebook socials. Make sure you go add yourself to those if you haven't done so already. The sixth point is familiarity of use. If you are a Canon user, then you will be very comfortable using this camera. As soon as you hit that menu system, you will know how to use it and what to do. It's like a Windows or Mac user. I can use both now, but when I was starting using a Mac, I was like, where is everything? How do things work? In contrast to Windows, which was second nature. And if you know the Canon menu system, whether you have Canon's cheapest camera, legacy full frame cameras, or more modern crop frame cameras, the menu system is going to be very familiar. You can jump right in and start using it straight away. The next point is for all you filmmakers out there, and this is the C-Log option. It is 8-bit, but it's on there as standard, unlike the 5D Mark IV where you have to pay to get C-Log installed. And this is a great option to increase the dynamic range of your images so that you have greater flexibility to color grade your content later on. There's also an option to output 10-bit that you can record to an external recorder like the Atomos Ninja 5. Now say what you want about Canon as a brand, but there's no denying that Canon glass or Canon lenses are simply amazing, and this is the 8th point on our list. RF glass on the EOS-R is super sharp, and with the adapter you can use your legacy EF glass for similarly stunning results. Similarly stunning results. Similarly stunning results. Yeah, that'll do. Next up is the 4K option for video. Okay, there is a crop factor of 1.7 when you shoot in 4K, which isn't great. But here I've thrown on a 16mm lens, which ends up having an effective focal length of about 27mm, and you can shoot 24 frames per second with C-Log in 4K for some really nice looking footage for your video projects. So should you consider getting a Canon EOS-R? Well, if you're a photographer, a videographer, a filmmaker, or a content creator, then the 10th reason on our list might encourage you to do so, and that is the price point. You can currently pick up a second-hand EOS-R for about $1,200 or £1,000 for the body, or brand new for $1,800, about £1,500. And comparing that to the price tags of the newer R5 and R6 bodies, the Canon EOS-R is definitely something worth considering. Now, saying all of that, there are a few things that let this camera down. First of all, there is only a single card slot. I know many professional photographers out there want 2 card slots at least for that extra peace of mind. You have that large crop of 1.7 on the 4K video, which is not good. And the video frame rates aren't that amazing either. In HD, you can film up to 60 frames per second. In NTSC, having at least 120 would have been nice. But hey, you've got Canon's color science, you've got dual pixel autofocus, and this camera is really brilliant as an all-round creative workhorse. So what do you guys think about the Canon EOS-R? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. If you haven't done so already, do consider subscribing to the YouTube channel and hitting that little bell for notifications. So that's it from me today. All that's left to say is stay creative, stay safe, imagine, implement, and inspire. And I'll see you next time on KaiCreative.